nice chat, nice warm-up, and then zones in so quickly to focus.
Yeah, there you go. May have just been a good serve, and it was a good serve, but you see how happy he was to get that good start straight away. Yep. So focused, Andrew.
Andrew, of all the players, I think just values every point so highly.
1-2.
Deceived by that serve from Adam there. Really good, really good. Just what we call half long. Second bounce was just about to drop onto the table, and Andrew didn't adjust quick enough.
Yeah, and that's the second bounce on the other side of the table. Let's see if Andrew's going to do a similar one. No, he goes for the fast one into the backhand, but slightly towards the crossover. Made Adam lean in a tiny little bit, and that's enough to create the error. That's a half-long serve, and then Andrew, there you go, looking comfortable away from the table, top spinning. And what Andrew's so good at is returning the big smacks.
Yeah, fantastic play from Andrew. Look at a couple of these backhands here that Adam-Brat plays. Bang, look at that. How did he get that back? And then he does it again, and he takes it back off the net. That's how hard Andrew is to beat. Got to work so hard to win a point.
Absolutely. That's Andrew's game. He's pressuring you all the time and gives you absolutely nothing. It makes you feel like you've got to play for about 25 minutes to win any single point. He's forced to defend there, but still stays in it. And he's such an unbelievable topspin retriever under pressure. He's pleased with that. Knew he got a bit jammy.
Well, that's one of the best rallies of the day. The power from both of them there was incredible.
Yeah. Adam free-flowing attacks.
6-2.
But Adam's going to have to be on his top form to be able to get through Andrew. And if he hits a screamer and then misses one, then it's still kind of 1-all, 50-50. So he's got to get the consistency with the power.
6-3.
And Andrew's going to put it into nasty places and corners. Get him off balance, leaning the wrong way, stepping across himself. Andrew there, when he's in trouble, he's the best at mitigating the damage. And that's power.
4-6.
Really whippy, risky backhand. You see him play here into the corner. Baggaley deals with the first one, and then...
That one down the line was a beauty with the backhand, and then after that, it's all going in Adam-Brat's direction.
5-6.
So Adam-Brat's got to be very fast, very loose with his wrist, good weight transference to get his weight into the ball, carry it. He's got to be so consistent with those power shots.
7-5.
So I can see what Andrew was talking about. He feels that that his style kind of suits Adam a little bit. No, he wasn't scared, but he was just really, really respectful of the way that Adam plays and the threats that the Slovak can create.
Yeah, I know Andrew will be trying to put Brat under pressure. If he can get a lead, then Brat can collapse a little bit. So that's what he'll be trying to do, but he's struggling to pull away at the moment.
Yeah, and Andrew's a past master at that. He's playing someone and he's just ahead, just ahead, just ahead. They're desperate to catch him. And then at some point, they just try something, breaks, he gets a bit of a lead. They have to regroup. By the time they've regrouped, he's got 5 or 6 points ahead and 15 points and a win. Baggaley, one of the best in the world at opening up those gaps and putting players away.
Seven, 8.
Not a bad backhand down the line from Adam-Brat. Baggaley does look in good shape, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. This year, he's too humble to say it, but I think he's a little bit more confident than he's been in previous years, to be honest. I know he's been practicing hard, telling me it's going really well.
Yeah, so after the reign of the great Maxim Shmiryov from Russia, who's not here this year, is unable to make it. He last won, I think, in 2014, and then Baggaley won 2 years on the trot, 2015, 2016. And now the current champion, Yan Wei Hao. Look at this. You can hear them screaming as they hit the ball. It's taking a lot out of both players. You can see Baggaley breathing really hard. What a great rally. Big shots from both players here.
Baggaley leaping off the ground with those forehands.
It's amazing how
effort.
much lift that Baggaley gets and wants to get with his legs each time, and yet he resettles himself for the next shot.
8-10.
Lifting.
9-10.
Adam Brat doing very, very well, but just a point behind, and that's what Baggaley's good at, just holding on to a lead, making you suffer if you're going to win a point. And that's a great shot from Adam.
Yeah, good serve, gets a lot of side spin with it, and followed it up with a really strong forehand. So yeah, levelled it up.
11-10.
And that was too big, wasn't it? A little bit indisciplined, I think, at this level. Can't afford that. That was the one that he wanted. I know you wanted the lead, but you're not going to get it easy. You've got to work for every single one. That was better body shape. And that one was very high and wide to his backhand. Okay, Baggaley forehand fast serve down the line. Great from Adam Brat. Couldn't get that one. Bit cheesed off, one of the balls hit the net during the rally. Happens a bit. Part of the game, especially with the low trajectories of these bats.
Typical Baggaley, this, isn't it? 10-all, such a crucial point of the match. He doesn't make any errors. Brat forced into going big, and he's lost 3 points on the trot. Great backhand that way.
Unbelievable recovery shot. Big backhand down the line. I think he just went straight past Andrew, didn't even get his back to it, which is very, very rare. So, Baggaley serving, 13-11 in the first game. Best of 3, up to 15 points. Baggaley unable to take the double point ball in this game. He's too close to the winning line to do that. You can't win directly from a double point ball. But Adam Brat, if he takes one of these 2 points, he could use it.
13-12.
Yes, a couple of times Adam's won with that shot, that backhand down the line. Andrew not realising he's going that direction until too late.
It's a class shot, isn't it? Another net from Andrew. He's been a little bit lucky.
12-14.
Adam throwing his hands around. But that doesn't get you the point back. He's got to be positive. He's got to put that behind him and play the shots of his life now.
Double point ball from Mr. Brat.
14-12 down. And he's going for the double point ball to bring him back to 14-all, which would be game point to both players at the same time if he wins this one.
Fantastic from Baggaley, wasn't it? Really good forehands there. Right from inside his body, it almost looked like he pulled those out. Terrific play.
So, Adam Brat's double point ball has gone unsuccessfully, and Baggaley takes the first 15-12.
So on table 2, Colin.
Yeah, table 2. Great match here, 2 Chinese. Oh, 15-13 in the third and final game. That's Hu from China, the bald assassin they call him, jokingly. He seems to be happy with it. All the delegation were calling him that. And that's just enough to take him through to the last 16.
That was some match, Colin. I was watching that whilst Darius was in with you. Fantastic game, one of the best I've seen. It was almost a shame to come back in and miss the end of it, but what an incredible player. Both of those were incredible players, and Hu is definitely one to watch. Fantastic match that was.
Wow, so some fantastic players are going out of the competition now. So if that's 15-13 in the third against a player of his calibre, a real war of attrition here at a very, very high quality level. So Can Adam Brat
Second game
keep
from
his
Mr. Brat
professionalism,
to
keep the
serve
decision-making
level.
about the quality of his stroke, where he plays it, when he plays it, how he plays it, where he plays it to.
1-love.
It's a big puzzle to be solved when you're playing Andrew Baggaley. As soon as you don't put much into it, Andrew's on the attack. When you play big shots, you're taking risk, and
1-all.
Andrew gets so many of them back. Stays on balance for the next one as well. So nice backhand from Adam, just off. And look at that, Baggaley wants that one. He wants every single one so much. Again, a beautiful backhand down the
1-2.
line from Adam. Tony, that's what you were saying that you thought he needed to do. He started to do it.
It's a terrific
2-all.
shot, but it's difficult, isn't it? That's the thing. You know, as you said earlier, win one, lose one kind of result.
Can be.
It's so tough to keep hitting it that hard down the line.
Yeah. That's a beautiful shot from Baggaley, and now you can see he's on the offensive. Adam
2-3.
pushed back, top spinning, but forced to defend a little bit. So determined. And the way he can
That's
keep his body shape. He's fighting so hard, that relaxation, great combination
That's
of touch and feel and aggression.
3-all.
So 6 points gone. We're allowed a little break for a towel, get any perspiration off. Slovak walks around to collect the ball. Orange balls they use in here. Apart from the double point ball, there's a white one just to mark it out explicitly.
Net serve.
Let's serve. Still 3-all.
3-4.
Rare unforced error from Baggaley there, lifting it down the line, just overlift.
4-all.
Good positivity from Baggaley. You know, he didn't get down on himself at all from making that error. Just focused straight away on the next point.
Yeah, and we've seen some of
4-5.
the really talented but less experienced players. It's normally the reaction to disappointment that lets them down. You have to stay
Net
positive,
serve.
you have to stay creative, you have to come back with a plan, and you can't do that if you're living in disappointment. And that's a beautiful backhand from Adam.
6-4.
Again, Andrew gets it back onto the top of the net. Adam's frustrated. Yeah, beautiful big backhand just onto the top of the net from Andrew. Sorry from Andrew. Oh, and an edge.
That's going to hurt, isn't it?
7-4.
Yeah, when you're giving it everything, you're trying it utmost just to stay level. And then 2 lucky shots. That's a beautiful backhand down the line
5-7.
from Adam Brat. So left-hander and right-hander, of course. There's no forehand to forehand diagonal, backhand to backhand diagonal. The backhand goes across to the forehand if it's a diagonal ball, and so the lines create backhand to backhand shots and forehand to forehand shots. Make sure you get a good left-hander and get plenty of practice with them. You're going to see plenty in a career.
6-7.
Adam pulled it back.
7-all.
So he's disappointed, got down at 4-7 because of a couple of lucky ones from Andrew. A lot of players could have crumbled and gone 10-4 down, but Adam Brat, no, back at 7-all.
Net serve.
We agree it's a net serve. No point score.
8-7.
It's
Andrew there.
amazing that, isn't it? Every time Adam pulls it back, he just cannot get the lead. Andrew always seems to win that point when it's level.
Yeah, Andrew played very cleverly into the crossover in that one. That's wide to the backhand and then into the crossover.
8-all.
So Andrew playing very, very cagily about trying to keep Adam off balance and guessing.
9-8.
Well, just to prove me wrong, Adam takes the lead, certainly for the first time in this game.
Yeah. Fast serve down the line, backhand down the line. So that's really the tactic. Things you can't use it all the time, otherwise Andrew will get used to it, be standing there waiting for it, and Adam's leaving his forehand wide open. So you've got to just use it judiciously play it at the right moments, and play it at the times that, rather than the times that you need it, play it at the times that Andrew least expects it. Oh, and that's a slower one down the line. Well, he's just found a little shift to create a change of rhythm, and that's just upsetting Andrew's flow. So 8-11, amazing turnaround.
11-9.
So can Adam hold it together with the quality that he needs? He's got to expect everything to come back from Andrew until he breaks down. There it comes back, but there he breaks down.
12-9.
It's surprising. Sorry, Colin.
Yeah.
It is surprising me just how much Andrew's going to the backhand. You see, again, both Andrew's shots into the backhand, even the fouled one back to the backhand. And Adam's backhand is proving so strong. There we go. Switch that time to the forehand. Takes the point. I think he's got to do that more, Andrew.
Yeah. Well, I think Andrew just stopped being able, for some reason, to get it wide into the backhand or slightly into the crossover. So Adam was soaking up the ones to his backhand there. You can't put it there all the time, Andrew.
13.
So he's got to go wide of the backhand into the crossover or wide of Adam's forehand.
Yeah, I think he was having a lot of success with it earlier in the game, but now Adam's found his range with it. He needs to move him around more.
That's better. Wide to Adam's backhand, got the ball
13,
up,
11.
then turns around to get his forehand in and attack from the backhand corner. So that was much better set up there, Andrew, for the big shot afterwards.
Yeah, Andrew took it a bit earlier as well and rushed Adam, I think, there.
Yep. Anything just to take them off balance, make them play it at a time they don't want to, slightly earlier maybe. So, intelligent play from a struggling Baggaley. Can't say Baggaley's playing badly. I mean, Adam Brat's playing some absolutely corking stuff. And
13,
there,
12.
that was the backhand wide of the forehand that you're thinking Andrew should be doing.
Yeah, I just feel again, though, he put himself, you know, under a bit of pressure because Adam was beginning to pressurise him with his backhand again. Took 3 goes before he switched.
Yeah. Baggaley's certainly
12,
finding
14.
that backhand of Adam Brat's a bit of a magnet. It happens that sometimes when you play a left-hander, you find everything sort of disappearing into the backhand corner where they're standing. There again. I can only think that it's deliberate, but I think I'd be spreading Adam Brat wide of the forehand more.
Yeah, he's a big lad too, so I think getting him moving would be a good tactic.
Game point to Adam, but he needs this one to stop it being match point to Andrew. That's a great return from Andrew on the defence. And he's having to chop. Look at that, he's got 6 or 7 back. Andrew's just so good when he's under pressure. That's a big backhand. And another big backhand. The ball's still coming back. That's enough.
15,
and Adam Brat does in fact create the threat that Baggaley was scared of at the start of the match. 15-13, and it's gone to a third and final game. Danger time now for Andrew Baggaley. Well played, Adam Brat. Soft one, another soft one. Andrew couldn't get in with an attack. He tried, and then he was stuck there, and then it got bigger and bigger from Adam. A little bit more. Big backhands, and then beautiful forehand to finish the game.
He earned that, didn't he?
Yeah.
He deserved that celebration.
He did. And Lubomir Pište seeded for the championship. Good guy to have in your corner, both from Slovakia. Lubo, 4-year-old. His little one's 2 years old already. It's amazing how time flies. 4 and 2 years old. Now, a bit of a telling off here from Big Brother. So a bit of positive, trying to inject something a little bit more with a, you know, enough of that. Now we've got to do this rhythm. It might be that he's allowing the ball to be sucked into Adam's backhand too much.
Final game,
Width that he
Mr.
needs.
Baggaley to serve. Level. One love.
Yeah, it's interesting there. Andrew switched to forehand a bit earlier in the rally. It could just be coincidence. But I think then Adam had to move back across to play the backhand, and then he missed it.
One on.
So I think, you know, playing the shot on the move is always more difficult.
Indeed, Tone. And Adam, nice forehand down the line.
1-2.
but not hard enough to stop Andrew. You can see Andrew is very, very good if he can play an attacking shot. He's not always retrieving. He does play his attacking shots, maybe not as hard as Adam's, but they do get Adam away from the table.
3-1.
Make him struggle and run. Big encouragement from Steve. He likes that. Into the crossover again.
Yeah, you see Adam played 2 backhands onto balls that fell slightly on the forehand side of the table. So, yeah, he's after playing as many backhands as he can.
4-1.
That's good from Andrew. Again, punching wide to the forehand of Brat.
Yeah. Adam Brat kicks the ball away. A little bit of frustration. Buy him a few moments of time, but can't afford to come back to the table with anything other than positivity.
2-4.
So 6 points gone. Baggaley's taken 4 of them. Time to towel down after 6 points. Adam Brat, quick towel down, he's back at the table, and it's Baggaley that wants to take his time, even though he's in the lead. Adam's keen to get on with it. Forehand serve from the backhand side. Went for the forehand down the line, overhit.
Good positive return from Andrew. He has struggled a little bit with that serve. He's sort of lifted it mid-court, and that time he was much more aggressive with the return. Good stuff.
And that's Steve, Andrew's big brother. Always with him, always supporting, travels everywhere with him, coaches him all the time, supported him for a fantastic career. Andrew now 34 years of age. What a great support this man's been for Andrew through the last 20-25 years. Fantastic. And he coaches in Milton Keynes and surrounds.
5-4.
Great coach, very popular as well. But here, Steve is doing what he does for a living, and it looks like he's injected the right kind of thing into Andrew's game. Have to say though, look at that from Adam, and there's the drop shot. He got it back. That's too much for him. Yeah,
5-0.
that's from Adam. That was so classy. Nice flowing backhand, and that forehand down the line put him in front. Incredible that Andrew got all of those back, but too strong from Andrew in the end. Fantastic rally from Adam Brat.
Did phenomenally well with that forehand there, showing that actually it's not a weak side.
5-6.
Not at all. But does Adam know that he's having to kind of rev to the red line all the time? But Baggaley's just a little bit within himself. Do you think that would be a fair assessment of the stress of the game?
Well, I'm not so sure. I think Andrew's under real pressure here, Colin. And as we go to the next towel break, he's finding it hard to put Adam under pressure. Adam's swinging, and he's always just getting it back, I think he feels. Finding it hard to dominate Adam at all.
Yeah, and Adam has found that consistency with the power that in the first we were saying that he needed when he was losing them in the first game. Lost the first 15-12.
7-6. Swap the sides.
Now, that's not the body language that Adam needs at this stage. You look at the contrast between the two of them at 6-all in the final game.
Yeah, it was good tactic, good serve into the forehand of Brat, who had to lift it, and then Andrew then took that next forehand early, powered it into Adam's forehand.
That's right, Tony. Oh, and he tried to play it short and wide, just off the side of the table. An absolute fraction, and that's winning and losing. Half a centimetre can make the difference.
He was unlucky, wasn't he? Just flipped the net as well.
Net serve.
Yep. So Adam now at 6-8 down. He can't afford to do any wasted shots here. You can't go 6-9, 6-10 against Baggaley and then have to regroup and then work the next few points as you're struggling to make a transition. Change of ball?
Yeah, they hit these balls so hard. Yep, broken ball, I think.
Yeah, so occasionally you get a broken ball, no big deal. They just check the new one's good and then settle down. I have to say Adam does tend to settle back down after a bit of a disappointment or frustration. And there he goes again.
7-8.
The power and the consistency. 1 point in it. I still feel that Baggaley just plays with a slightly higher margin for error. and that makes Baggaley favourite at this stage. That shot, for example,
9-7.
that's not a high-risk shot from Baggaley, but it tends to be from Adam.
Yeah, he's also still got his double point left to play, which is quite an advantage at this time.
Ah, good spot. I hadn't thought about that one for a while. This would be a good time to take it, wouldn't it?
Either this or the next one, although he might be looking to be closer to the finishing line, maybe.
Yeah, although you might not get there without it. So,
7.
very pleased with that 3-point gap. So, from point for point pretty much through this third and final game, Baggaley's got 3-point lead and a double pointer to come. Delighted, looks at his brother. Might be looking at him in thanks for the tactics.
7-11.
And there's 4 points now. Can Adam hold on? He needs 2 points to 1 for the rest of the match.
Yeah, he's definitely switched, playing more to forehand than the last game. It's very, very noticeable.
Glad they listened to in the end, Tony. There he goes again, out to Adam's forehand and then into the backhand. Adam's
7-12.
disgusted that Andrew's hit the top of the net again. Little apology from Andrew, but he won't dwell on that one. His job's to win the next point. That's popped up. Oh, and Adam, that was an easier ball. I would have gone across court with that one because it was just a straight winner either way.
Yeah, absolutely. Went down the short side, as it were, and overhit it.
Baggaley's done what he's done to so many players so often over a period of time. He's got himself into a match point position. Was it 6-all and 14-7? That testament to his mental strength.
Second half of this game hasn't missed a ball. Fantastic.
15-7.
And there we go. Andrew Baggaley makes it through to the last 16 of this championship. Absolutely masterful finish from Andrew. No errors in the second.